Can you imagine spending a whole lifetime waiting for Christ to come back, and then you die, and Christ like, you end up going through that tunnel thing that you go through when you die? From what I hear. And then you go through the tunnel thing. And you see some lights, and you see bright lights, and you looking up, and all of a sudden everything goes dim on you. You inhale. And Christ like, I tried to tell you it had come already, it's done. But no, it's done. You don't have to wait, he's inside of us. You don't need to wait for something that you already have. You need to live, if you want to live. Christ has already come. It is already done. It has been finished. There is a new kingdom of living, a way of living. And I'm black and slow, so I'm not making this up. You can live from within. When I first heard that as a kid, I didn't know what that meant, what they meant by that. It sounded good, but I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know you could really live from within. And then when you're living from within, you're receiving life. But when you're living from without, you receive death. You're not living. And every decision you make is wrong. Even simple decisions like buying a house, you're going to always buy the wrong house because you made that decision from without. You didn't allow it to be added unto you. And it will be added. The right house will pop up out of nowhere, and you will know it's the right house, and it works. But you're living from without. A man look at a woman look at a man, they just see the beauty. The man see the woman beauty, the woman see the man handsomeness, they think that's the answer. And they get a thrill from it, right? And that thrill is there, and they're like, that's the answer. And then they fight. And then they wonder what happened. Now they trying to bring back that false feeling they had before. What a mess, huh? You can live. It is done. Oh, and then one other quick thing. This earth, things on earth with human beings are only going to get worse. There's a shooter with Charlie, whatever his name. What's his name?
Charlie Kirk.
What? Oh yeah, Charlie. That's lightweight in comparison to things to come. Because the earth is the Old Testament. And the people are living from without, and this is hell on earth, but it's inside of human beings. And they impose hell on one another. And that's what hell is. So when you drop your body, you're going to be getting that all the time, and there's no way out. At least if you drop your body in the light, you're going to wake up in the light. You're going to stay with God, right? But if you drop your body with anger, jealousy, envy, gossipy, revenge, loneliness, craziness, that's how you drop your body. Because we don't die anyway, we just leave the body. You're going to stay in hell. And eternal hell is yours. Now you can overcome it right now. I wouldn't take the chance to wait till I die. And then the people are going to lie at the funeral and say you went to heaven. I ain't heard nobody yet that said somebody went to hell. And anybody ever been at a funeral and they say, oh, that person's in hell? That person was so nice. And everybody that died, they're nice. Oh, that was such a loving person. That person just helped everybody. I can't believe that happened to her or him. They were so loving, and they knew they lying because they hated that person when they were living. It was mean, nasty, you were scared to go around them. They lie at the funeral. Amazing, huh? Human nature is evil. The earth is not heaven, and man is not God. But you can have heaven within. You can really have a peaceful, perfect life if you live from within. And you don't have to go along with the crowd saying, nobody has peace. Everybody angry. Don't fall for that. You work on you. You're responsible for you. You can have peace, perfect peace right here on earth. You can have perfect peace right now and never feel fear again. If you want it right now, you can walk out of this room and never have fear, wants, desires, any of that stuff anymore, if you want it. The only way you still have it, you want it. You want fear, you want worry, you want love, you want this or that. And that's why you still have it. But you don't have to want that, and you have everything. You own your own world. It's been made possible. God loves us, and it doesn't make sense that we believe or we think that he would let us suffer like this. Who wants a God that's going to let you suffer? That doesn't even make sense. But you accept it. Oh, God, some people suffer and they're like, God wanted me to feel that so I can wake up. I'm like, you fool. God didn't want you to feel that. God made you free from that. Why would he want you to feel something? God doesn't call pain, any kind of pain at all. No suffering, loneliness, fear, none of that is from God. He made you free. He made you free from it. Why would he send his son to suffer for you so that you would not have, you weren't worthy? We had no values. Satan owned us, right, at the time. Why would he send his son to set you free from suffering, and then he's going to turn around and make you suffer? That sounds like a marriage. Doesn't it sound like a marriage? God loves us. He is love, and the only thing he ever gives us is love. We're his children. He only gives us love. He doesn't need to give you pain to wake you up. The love wakes you up, not the pain. The light wakes you up, not the darkness. All right, any questions? Yes, ma'am. This is so good to me. Yes.
This is so good. You emphasized that we've never done anything wrong.
Right.
Then you said you can't make a correct decision. You're always going to make a wrong decision. And, you know, you do a radio show where you point out a lot of people committing crimes, doing things wrong. But are you saying, like, that's a spirit driving that person? That's the logic of you've never done anything wrong?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure I had that clear.
Or when you think that you fell in love, you didn't fall in love, you fell in hell. And you call hell love. There's no such thing as falling in love or falling out of love. Because love is, and there's no falling into it. And then when you don't fall in love, and you do get, meet someone, you get married or something like that, because you already have love, if they want to stay in your life, fine. If they want to leave, fine. You won't cry. You won't feel it. You won't think anything about it, because nothing will be missing. You already have love. And so those two people come together. They come together just to make babies, not to have love. And sex is not love. So the guy that been accused of killing that boy, what's that boy name? Oh, Charlie. That guy didn't do that at all.
Right.
The spirit of evil that made a home in him did it through him. That guy would never tell himself, you know what, I have nothing else to do. I got these great Mormon parents. I'm living up here in Utah, ain't no blacks around. And let me go kill somebody. Ain't no blacks around, so I need something to worry about. I need some type of violence. Let me go kill Charlie. That wasn't his idea at all. Yeah. Even when you have fear in your life, like I was telling the young lady to come up front, sit on the front row, right away the devil caused her to feel something about it. Oh, you go up that front row, they're going to see you. you up the front row, you this or that, you'll be judged, right? And she felt it. And I don't know if she thought it was her or not, but she thought it was her. And if I had made her come up or told her son to beat her, she wouldn't come up. Because you let Satan control you thinking that it's you. Satan control people by giving them fear. And they don't live their life to the fullest of life because they have this fear. And they think that fear is real. And it's just an illusion. It's a thought about fear. It's not even real. Isn't that amazing? And you don't function because of it. Think about that. You don't function because the devil told you that you have fear. And you say, okay. So I'm not going to go on that stage. I'm not going to the front row. People are going to judge me. And it's just, and then if you go and do it, most people won't go and forgive their mothers because they're afraid of mama. And then there's some that go and forgive their mothers, they realize, wow, I don't have that fear anymore. It's gone. It was never real anyway. Think about that. In my counseling, when I do counseling by phone, Skype, or walk-in, I'm listening to these people with their problems, and they never tell me about their problems. It's always about an illusion of self. Something that happened yesterday or 1,000 years ago. And when they're telling it, they're getting the emotion, the thrill from it, and they feel like it's still happening. And they think that they're telling me about themselves, and they're talking about an illusion of self. Something that doesn't even exist anymore anyway. And they feel like it's still happening. You know you gotta be crazy when you're telling them about something that happened 20 years ago, and you're crying over it today like it's still happening. It feels like it's still happening. Isn't that insanity? Angry people are insane. And then the therapist and the psychiatrist feel sorry for you, so they pretend. And they give you medication for it. And it doesn't even exist anymore. It's an illusion.